And we're back, and I'm gonna continue on with the game and not sit around and watch TV. I promise. Okay, so I turned that off. Don't know what purpose that served. Out of revolver ammo. Oh. This makes you wonder if you have a lot coming up. Can I shoot that? No, I guess not. Hey, it's Stucky.
No. Moving with the engine takes easy and fatal.
Dodge! Dodge! Oh. Stucky's a little fast demon. Stop it! Cut it out. He was taking a lot of bullets.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Reload up on ammo. Place isn't so creepily full of dark fog either. So yeah, I certainly have not gotten to that point when I was playing on the Xbox before. This is all new to me now. Gonna kick it? No, it's a lever, you're gonna pull it. The last time you ran into a fuse box, you just kicked it. Because that seems like a good thing to do. Hey look, Deer Fest.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
How do you feel like getting two things in narration?
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness,
one for me,
the lights of the gas station felt comforting.
And one
At
from
least for
Alan.
a moment, the sane world reasserted itself. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Ah!
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix her. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Alright, so it was a foreshadow for what was coming up and not talking about the eye that was kind of looking at me in the cabin. Yes, the legendary Deer Fest. That's great. I'm here for a telephone, and there it is.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me.
Yep,
and then
just
she
murdered
wouldn't have
him.
helped me with Alice. Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! Now, she's missing. Alice? Alice? I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
So it's good to know. A week had happened between him in the car and him diving into the water after her. So that's kind of interesting. Liking the whole feel though, like episode 1, episode 2 shows the end of the episode, shows the recap. That's pretty cool. Digging that.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then.
His castle.
I'll go put it on.
I am ruggedly handsome, aren't I? And of course, my girlfriend, she's watching this. She's gonna roll her eyes and mention how I mentioned Nathan Fillion again. Because I have a man crush on him, I guess.
Coffee's on.
I just grabbed a thermos.
Thanks.
I bet there was coffee in there.
Finish this by tomorrow.
So I wonder how much of the city I can see. Oh, can I open this? Can I go out there? No? I didn't think so.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh, snap. She's talking about sex. I guess.
These look really good.
Oh, Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last...
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking...
Time was the last.
These appear to be a different narrator.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge. It had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy.
Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
Hi.
I'm sorry. It just really spooked
blinding you?
me.
Don't worry.
Sorry,
We'll just
that
break out the
blinding?
candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
So you just happen to have a really old clicker. I don't know. I mean, even if the story's true, did you have just like lying around, or was it planning to tell her? I don't know.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure.
Nope, gonna walk away from that. Don't care.
Salmon, on the other hand,
Have fun talking to yourself.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
I bet she's gonna be like some superhero by the end of the game.
Later on
Be like, I told you about the lights! I told you about them!
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Well, we're reaching the 15-minute mark. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode before I go talk to the sheriff. So, see you again soon.